All right, Dana Osgood is back with your full check of the weekend forecast. And I know we do have some rain, but it's not a total washout.
Oh, definitely not. We have just some isolated showers to watch for Sunday, but the rest of the weekend is just going to be mostly cloudy. And that's kind of the one caveat that we have here, in addition to the wildfire smoke that we've been talking about for a lot of this week, actually. And I wanted to pull up the visible satellite imagery because today I feel like is a day where we can actually see the wildfire smoke up there. So for the past few days, it's kind of been very hard to tell, but if you look very closely, especially through areas up in Canada and then down towards Vermont, I think you can kind of really see that haze in the air there, and that's the wildfire smoke that we've been watching for the past few days. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies as we got into the afternoon, but once again hazy because of that wildfire smoke. Now, the thickest area of smoke today has been over areas of New Hampshire and back into Vermont, but we're going to get more of that smoke as we go into the weekend. So we're going to kind of continue to see that largely northerly flow that's been bringing a lot of that wildfire smoke into our area. So it'll increase throughout the morning and afternoon on Saturday, and it's still going to linger into Sunday. I think it'll finally take a cold front moving through on Monday. That'll finally allow a change in our wind direction that will allow us to kind of push some of that wildfire smoke out of our area. Now, the National Weather Service has since dropped the air quality alert for areas in northern Maine. However, it has been extended through areas of northern New Hampshire and into Vermont in effect until midnight tonight. So overall, we haven't actually seen any thunderstorm activity throughout the day today. This model here pops up a couple of showers through areas of northern New Hampshire and near Rangeley. Overall, I think we might see a couple, but very, very isolated showers and storms as we go into this evening. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, and then we'll start out tomorrow with a bit of fog. I don't think it'll be as widespread as it was early this morning, but some fog along the immediate coastline and then into the mountain valleys. And then that'll take a little while to burn off because we're going to end up with a lot of cloud cover as we go into the early afternoon on Saturday. And I think if we do break into a little bit of sunshine as we get into the late afternoon and early evening, once again, it's going to be that hazy sunshine because of the wildfire smoke that's still lingering in the area. And then as we get into Sunday, it's kind of have a similar feel. We'll start out the day with some fog. Overall, more clouds than sun, a lot of cloud cover out there. Isolated showers possible on Sunday afternoon, though we're not expecting very many of them. That will change, though, as we get into the forecast on Monday, because that's when we're going to see a cold front move through, where we'll see some scattered showers and storms. Now, we've been tracking Ernesto, which is currently a Category 2 hurricane expected to go towards Bermuda. Now, it's going to pass very, very far to our east. However, it'll have an indirect impact here in Maine. It'll increase our swells and the increase in rip currents along the shoreline. So if you are going to be at the beach this weekend, make sure you're paying attention to the lifeguards. And then we're also watching for that cold front that's going to be moving through on Monday, which will bring us some showers and storms. But the good news is that it'll also drop our humidity. You can see it's a very, very sharp line here where that cold front goes through, going from humid down to much, much more comfortable conditions. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet. So a quick look at that 7-day forecast. Overall, not a bad weekend. It is just going to be a bit on the cloudy side. Guys, the good news is, though, is if you're not a fan of that humidity, take a look at the change from Monday to Tuesday. We go from humid all the way back down to more comfortable. And if you want some more sunshine, just wait till the middle of next week.
Love it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dana.